Welcome to Akulmek Live. The Indian online gaming industry is undergoing a massive shakeup. In this video, we break down India's new online gaming reform, the most significant regulatory change in the sector has ever seen. India is betting big on gaming and regulation. Actually it's a wild card. With millions of players and billions at stake, the government's push to redefine online gaming laws is reshaping the digital landscape. From taxing real money games to drawing lines between skill and chances, this reform is more than a policy. It is a power to move in a booming industry. Will it fuel innovation or trigger a game over for startup and creator? The stakes are high and the clock is definitely ticking. Now, India's digital gaming industry is booming with 500 million gamers and a market projected to cross roughly about 8.6 billion by 2027. But behind this rapid growth lies a complex web of legal, ethical, and economic challenges. The government's recent push to regulate online gaming actually marks a pivotal movement. The gaming actually that could either unlock the innovation or maybe otherwise can go into a downfall, one of the India's fastest growing digital sector. Now, we have to really see the reform which are over the period of times being included, and these are few reforms that is these are the pillars of India's gaming reform center, and there are around three pillars. Primarily, the classification of games. The government aimed to distinguish between games of skill like chess, fantasy sports, or game of chance like online betting, and in a way, little bit of gambling. This distinction is crucial for taxation and legality. And I think you also understand that. Now, the second pillar which is in discussion is taxation overhaul. At 28 goods and services tax, that is GST, has been proposed on the real money game, sparking a backlash from the industry player who argue it could cripple the startup and drive a user underground. Now, the third is regulatory framework. The Minister of Electronic and IT has proposed a self-regulatory bodies to oversee online gaming reforms and in the gaming platform. The ensuring complex with the user safety, addiction prevention, which is really very high, especially in the young gamers, and the financial transparency. India's gaming is not just economic, it is cultural and generational. There is definitely youth engagement with majority of gamers under 35. Gaming is more than an entertainment. It is social space, a career path, and a creative outlet. Startup ecosystem, which is definitely very high. Many other industries are also going through this startup ecosystem. But gaming, India's gaming startup have attracted global investment. And definitely harsh taxation and unclear rules could actually deter the innovation and push company offshore. There's many arguments on addiction and ethics when we talk about gaming. Critics argue that without regulation, gaming, especially real money and format, can lead to addiction, financial loss, and definitely social harms. In the global context, India isn't alone when we talk about regulation and the addiction and the morality. Countries like South Korea, China, and US have also into same dilemma, and they want to balance growth with the governance. India's approach, however, is unique in its scale and ambition, and attempted to regulate a diverse and decentralized gaming landscape. Now, the question arises, we have so many regulations, we have so many problems. People who are from the industry are definitely raising their voices. But what lies ahead? Legal battle, definitely we see a little bit. Several gaming companies have challenged the GST decisions in court, arguing its violation constitutional protection of skill-based games. And this definitely give rise to policy evolution. The industry evolve so that the rules should actually, it's kind of a win-win situation. And there is expectation more clarity on gaming classification, licensing norms, and user protection mechanism. There is definitely a public disorder. The debate is far than over. Gamers, developers, educators, and policymakers all are actually making their reforms and this is a national conversation. Now, I would look forward for your final thoughts. What you actually expect, what you really think about this industry, and how you want to mold these regulation where you can create a win-win situation for the gamers, because you may be having one gamer around the corner when in your locality. Based on all the scrutiny, the final thoughts which government is saying, the India's gaming reform is more than a policy, as we have discussed earlier. It is a statement about how the country see its digital future. Will it empower creators and protect user, or will it over regulate and restrict? As line blur between player and profession, India must decide it is ready to level up. So I just leave this with this final thought from our side. Look forward for your comments and what you actually see and what you want to actually suggest the gamers and as well as regulation management. So see you again with the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.